So I think I have a problem. I will never finish something. What I mean by that is I will always find a problem with whatever I'm working on. So that's like a double-edged sword to me. It's a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing because I feel I have a great sense of detail, looking between the lines. People say that, right? But it's a bad thing because it really prohibits me sometimes from like just pushing stuff to the public. So for instance, I have my website. I've been working on it for like I've been working on it pretty consistently for the past month. And I genuinely feel like I basically finished it like 2 weeks ago, but I keep finding small things. I'm like, oh, I can move this here, or I can make this color, that color, blah, 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 blah. And it shouldn't be stopping me from launching it. So by the time this video is posted, it'll be launched some way, somehow. And I'm saying some way, somehow because last night I spent like 2 hours trying to figure out how to launch it on AWS. AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services. I almost got it, but then I got an access denied when I'm trying to make my policy. So basically make it public for everybody. And I just could not figure out why. But this morning I saw a video on how to host on Google Firebase. And I already use Google Firebase on my website to store data. And I think that's what I'm gonna get done today. Once that's done, I'm gonna do some more tweaks. This is where my blessing and curse come into play. I'm gonna do some minor tweaks, but definitely by tonight. Right now it's 7:10 p.m. By, I'd say midnight, I'm done. When I say I'm done, I mean I'm gonna launch it. I want to say soft launch before I like publicly announce that I have a website, just so I can like see how it actually renders, if it's doing what I expect it to do. So yeah, pretty excited. Hopefully this doesn't take me 3 hours, but I'm definitely gonna launch it tonight. I got a photo shoot for Year View, which is a photography page that I have. It's gonna be over here somewhere. And I think that's pretty much it for this week. Launch my website, photo shoot, edit photos. All right, well, I'm gonna get to work. Peep this shirt's fire. So I figured out how to get my site hosted. I used Google Firebase. It was a pretty extensive process, only because I was not really sure of how to do anything. So I had to basically teach myself. Yeah, so the first thing I had to do was install Google Firebase tools. But then I had an error, something with the bash profile. And then I had to look into basically how to add some specific line into the bash profile of my computer. I think that's what the problem was. So I had to use some text editor within the terminal called Nano to add a line of code. Long story short, I had to do a lot of things that I did not know how to do, and the entire process took me about 3 hours. Good learning experience. So I had to log in through Firebase on my terminal. Then I created a new account or a new project within my Google Firebase. Then I had to npm run builds, so it's basically an HTML file. So after I did that, I connected my domain, which I already owned, through GoDaddy. Then I deployed my compiled HTML to Google Firebase using was it Firebase deploy? It just uploads it to my Google Firebase. My site is technically up and running, but I have an issue where my resume PDF is not loading on a desktop, but it's loading mobile. I'm not sure how that's even possible, but that is my only problem right now. Google has a tool where you can put a URL in and it'll tell you basically how fast the site is. So I'm gonna do that. So far I have a 55% rating, which isn't terrible, it's average, but I want to get that up to at least 70-80%. I do have a lot of images, and I'm pretty sure I can like downscale them so they're not huge files. I'm gonna launch it, then I'm gonna hard launch it, or is it soft launch, hard launch? Is that the correct terminology? I'm not sure. But after that's done, I'm gonna release it, see how it performs, and then, oh, also I have a contact form on my contact page. Well, I have a separate project in my Google Firebase account that is specifically for my contact form. So I'm gonna basically move that over to my website project. This is probably easy. I just have to copy and paste a script from Firebase from my website project, and that's that. All right, let's get to work.